I don't usually do basic income arguments about the arts, just because I've done them in the far past, and usually I get, attack saying, I'm not paying you to play your guitar. So I always call them secondary arguments, where you've already got somebody convinced, and this is like, oh, it can also do this. Oh, that's great. But it is interesting when you look at things like, there was an interview with David Graeber and Barbara Jacobson, where David was talking about how under the old dole system, there was this burst of musical, like, great bands that happened, and even before that a little bit. And Rutger Bregman then picked up on it and ran with it as well. I did a blog called the old UK art system, the dole and basic income, or something like that. I can put the link below. But what's interesting is just how many bands used not just the dole, but other things that also gave income support, so that these great bands that we all love happened. With the dole, it was bands like The Police, Tears for Fears, Depeche Mode. There was the one that's the most blatant was a band that decided to call themselves after a form you had to fill out called Unemployment Benefit 40, UB40. But there was also things like the old art college system before the dole, and possibly even during it, which was how, as long as you didn't make any money, you could study with others, you could work with other students and develop your craft and so forth. And people like members of Led Zeppelin, Elton John, David Bowie, members of Queen came up this way. There was also the fact that you could do squatting, which, would take off like a huge chunk of your expenses. An example, one person who used this was Boy George. So there's so many. There was a program that was put out, an enterprise thing that was put out by Margaret Thatcher, of all people, that was then taken advantage of by the Happy Mondays and Factory Records. There was also just simple things where, like, one bass player, his I think it was a rich uncle, had passed away, and so what he did was he took the money, and he did very much what happened, where the friends of one particular writer gave her enough money for the year, month after month, like a basic income. He did the same thing. He was the bass player for Dire Straits, who would then basically manage the band and help them move forward, and the writer was Harper Lee. So money gives people the opportunity to move forward towards where they're meant to be.